Let me ask you this, in your opinion, is there more racism in the Justice Department than there is in the town of Ferguson and their police department?
There is more racism in the Justice Department than there is in any, than anywhere I see in.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is the Lieutenant Governor of the state of Missouri making some news with us yesterday. That has gone viral. And joining us now is David Clarke, Sheriff of Milwaukee County, Wisconsin. Welcome, Sheriff. You agree with the statement made by the Lieutenant Governor?
Well, first of all, I didn't hear the whole statement. I think that's important. But the other thing is, I don't know what he has to substantiate that when you're going to make those kind of charges, regardless of who it is. And I would say that with Eric Holder or President Obama, Bill de Blasio, or Al Sharpton, you better have the accurate data and substantiation to make such a charge. So I'm just not going down that rabbit hole.
Okay, yet you have been critical, certainly, of President Obama and Eric Holder, without saying that they're racist, certainly. But talk about how you believe they have contributed to the problem as opposed to the solution.
Well, I'm glad you pointed that out. I'm not suggesting that President Obama or Eric Holder are racist, but I think they view everything through the prism of race, and everything they look at is through the lens of race, and I think that that's been destructive. Look, these gentlemen are very important people, and they talk, people listen. They have an awfully big stage, and when they talk, they need to choose their words carefully, and they know that. They need to speak in general terms so that all Americans, not just certain demographics, all Americans feel that they are talking to the individual, and they didn't do that. So what I think in not being careful in how they select their words and the phrases they use is they created a pathway for this anti-cop sentiment that we're seeing that came to the surface. This thing was forced underground. I think it more so after the 1960s when you had this assault on the institution of policing during the turbulent 60s and some of the riots that went on and all across America. But now this thing has feels like they've been given license to come to the surface and operate out in the open. And I think it's been very destructive for everybody involved because the law enforcement officers, the American police officer, is a defender of the rule of law. Without the rule of law, you no longer have a democratic state. Okay, you have chaos, you have anarchy. And that's the danger in all of this is who else is going to go into these urban centers, these American ghettos, and protect law-abiding black people, the overwhelming majority of which these residents are. It's the American police officer, the white American police officer, I might add.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, you say they haven't chosen their words carefully, yet they repeat the same mantras over and over again. So one might argue they are choosing their words carefully. I mean, as recently as after the 2 police officers shot in Ferguson, Obama goes on Jimmy Kimmel and says, well, you know, that's a terrible thing, but, you know, let's not lose sight of the fact that these people had legitimate grievances they were protesting over. I think he's choosing his words carefully.
Well, you might be able to make an argument for that, and I like the way you point that out. They're speaking in convoluted messages, and they need to be very clear when they talk. And everything that they say, like you said, they'll talk about the bravery and courage of the American police officer, but
right.
And then they go into this race-based tirade that the president said, and this is a quote: "Our police are poorly trained, and they have a fear of people that do not look like them." And I found that disgusting.
Yeah.
Eric Holder, right away in the days, almost literally hours following the tragedy in Ferguson, Missouri, started bringing up racial profiling and that law enforcement agencies engage in this practice. He knows firsthand it happened to him.
Yep.
We have no record of that. So, you know, it's always qualified. Just the other day.
No, Sheriff, we got to end it there, but you're right. It is always qualified, and that is a shame. Listen, God bless you for speaking out and for being there and for serving the way you do, and we'll speak to you soon, sir.
Thanks. It's a pleasure to serve.
Thank you. David Clarke, ladies and gentlemen, from Milwaukee County. We're coming back with Gimme 5. Don't go away.